గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా ప్రభుత్వ ఉద్యోగాలకు ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యే అభ్యర్థులకు శుభవార్త. గత 5 సంవత్సరాలుగా వేల మంది అభ్యర్థులకు ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసుల ద్వారా ఉత్తమ కోచింగ్ ను అందించి వారి విజయానికి సహకరించిన గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా సంస్థ వారు ఇప్పుడు సరికొత్తగా మొబైల్ యాప్ ను ప్రారంభించారు. ఈ మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా వీడియో క్లాసులను డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకుని ఆఫ్లైన్ లో ఇంటర్నెట్ అవసరం లేకుండా ఎన్నిసార్లైనా చూడవచ్చు. తెలుగు రాష్ట్రాలలోనే ఇటువంటి ఆఫ్లైన్ ప్రత్యేకతను కలిగిన మొబైల్ యాప్ ను గ్రూప్స్ అడ్డా వారు మాత్రమే అందిస్తున్నారు. గ్రూప్ 1, గ్రూప్ 2, గ్రూప్ 3, గ్రూప్ 4, ఎస్ఐ, కానిస్టేబుల్, గ్రామ సచివాలయం, డిఎస్సి, టెట్, ఏఈ, ఏఈఈ, డిఎల్, జేఎల్, పాలిటెక్నిక్ లెక్చరర్, ఎఫ్ఆర్ఓ, ఎఫ్బిఓ లాంటి మరెన్నో ఉద్యోగాలకు వెబ్సైట్ అండ్ మొబైల్ యాప్ ద్వారా ఆన్లైన్ కోచింగ్ అందిస్తున్నారు. అతి త్వరలో ఈ బుక్స్ మరియు ఆన్లైన్ ఎగ్జామ్స్ ప్రారంభం.
Hi students, welcome to Groups Adda online classes. This is Vijay sir. In this particular video, we shall discuss one of the important topic from biology related to assistant engineer post conducted by the Andhra Pradesh Public Service Commission. Now, if you take here the topic that what we are going to discuss in today's class is applications of osmosis. Applications of osmosis. So in order to know what are the applications related to the process called osmosis, one should know the definition of osmosis first. So what is meant by osmosis means the term in mid 19th century for the first time the word has used. This word has been derived from a Greek word. Okay, so what is that Greek word means? Osmos. In Greek words, osmos means to push. Okay, osmos means to push. So what the literal meaning of the word osmosis? The literal meaning is it is pushing. Then what is pushing what? That means one solvent molecule pushes the another solvent molecules, so that what happened, there will be movement of solvent, okay, from one point to another point. So that one point means from a point of lower concentration to from the point of higher concentration, okay, these solvent molecules will be moving. So generally if you take the solvent, the substance which can dissolve other substances is nothing but solvent. Solute means the substance which is going to be dissolved in the solvent is called a solute. Okay, generally water is called the universal solvent. The universal solvent. Now the movement of molecules from a point of from a point of lower concentration to higher concentration through a semi-permeable membrane. What is that membrane name? Semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable. What do you mean by permeability? Permeability means allowing everything to enter. So allowing everything to pass. That is called permeable membrane. Now it is called what? Semi-permeable membrane. That means it's a partially allowing something. Okay. Generally in all the living cells, plasma membrane. Okay. Plasma membrane can act as semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane. Okay, that means this membrane allows only something to pass. What is that only means? The membrane that allows only solvent molecules. Only solvent molecules. Okay, only solvent molecules. It does not allow solute molecules to pass. Such membrane is called semi-permeable membrane. Such membrane is called what? Semi-permeable membrane. So in general, In a living cell, the plasma membrane, or this is also called what? Cell membrane, can act as a semi-permeable membrane. Okay, so we know that plasma membrane or cell membrane is the outermost layer of a living cell, outermost membrane or outermost boundary of a living cell. Okay, but in the case of plants, in addition to the plasma membrane, what is present? Cell wall is present. Clear? So that's what the importance of this plasma membrane, which is a outermost boundary of a living cell. This is previous bit also in general studies, remember. Clear? Now, this through semi-permeable membrane, if there is movement of molecules, that is solvent molecules, from a point of lower concentration to higher concentration until the both concentrations becomes equal, is nothing but osmosis. Then here the doubt is, what is meant by lower concentration? A lower concentration means the place where more solvent molecules, that means more water molecules are present. If more water molecules are present, its concentration is less. Okay. Now, what do you mean by higher concentration? Higher concentration means the number of solvent molecules, that is the number of water molecules, are less. If the number of water molecules or if the number of solvent molecules are less, its concentration is high. If the number of solvent molecules or if the number of water molecules are more, its concentration is low. Okay, so in such a way, from the point of lower concentration to higher concentration, there will be movement of water molecules or solvent molecules across the semi-permeable membrane, which we are calling as osmosis. Okay, now this osmosis is used in our daily life. So there are so many applications related to the what do we call the osmosis. And if you take those applications, the first and foremost application, the osmosis principle is used in the process called dialysis. In the process called dialysis. What do you mean by dialysis? So this dialysis is an artificial kidney. It's an artificial kidney. Generally, what is the function of the kidneys? Kidneys are eliminating the waste components produced, the excess components generated in the body, especially urea, ammonia, uric acid, like nitrogenous excess components can be taken out of the body by the kidneys by filtering the blood. Clear? But here, when a person has got kidney failure, or if a person is suffering from ESRD, that is end stage of renal diseases, okay, end stage of renal disease, at that particular time, the kidneys may not work properly, so that all the excess components, all the nitrogenous byproducts get accumulated in the body cells, so that they will make the body cells as poisonous cells. So that's why ultimately it leads to the death of the person. మరి అలాంటి డెత్ దగ్గరగా ఉన్నటువంటి వ్యక్తులలో లైఫ్ స్పాన్ను ఇంక్రీజ్ చేయడానికి, when the both kidneys are totally failure, okay, when they are unable to reverse the normal process in the kidneys, definitely they will adapt this artificial kidney, that is nothing but dialysis. So in the dialysis, the high concentrated blood, or from the high concentrated blood, by using some pressure, they will reverse it, so that by a process called reverse osmosis, the blood gets filtered, the blood gets purified. Clear? So after purification is over, after eliminating those excess components or additional byproducts which are gathered in the blood, so this blood will be injected into the person. Depending on the conditions of the person, okay, the dialysis may last for 3 to 5 hours at an average rate. So this is the process generally performed here. Then If you take this dialysis, which is an artificial kidney, this was invented by William Koch, a Dutch scientist, William J. Koch, that is William John Koch, okay, in the year 1947. 1947. You know, this man is very famous for his artificial heart, Jarvik 7. Okay, so this man only has invented an important device in order to perform the function of the kidney, that is nothing but dialysis. Okay, so in the dialysis, the principle that is applicable is osmosis. Okay, generally the blood with high amount of solute molecules, less amount of solvent, that is high concentrated blood. Now, because it has got accumulated with all the waste components, by using a dialyzing fluid in the dialysis process, so they will take out the excess components which are present in the blood. Okay, for that purpose, the blood will be sent into a special tubes. Those tubes are called cellophane tubes. These cellophane tubes are equal to normal blood cells. Okay, sorry, normal blood vessels. Okay, in such a way, the blood get filtered by using some pressure. The process of osmosis, that is from lower to higher, it will be reversed. That's why this process is called as reverse osmosis. So that is the first and foremost application that we have to remember related to the process called osmosis. That is in the purification of blood in a mechanism called dialysis. Okay, now since the dialysis is performed in order to take out the waste from the blood, this dialysis process is called hemodialysis. It is called what? Hemodialysis, right? So that's about the first and foremost application related to osmosis. Then if you come to the second one is purification of water. So the process of osmosis is used or applicable in purification of water. This purification of water, or otherwise we can say the preparation of mineral water. Preparation of mineral water. So if you take the process here, once again, the principle that is applicable here is osmosis, no doubt about that. But related to this, one of the important bit that we have to remember for the competitive exams is, for the first time, by a process called desalination, okay, two scientists, one is Freddie Mercury, second scientist David Bory. Freddie Mercury, David Bory. These two scientists, for the first time, by using a process called desalination, by using a semi-permeable membrane, okay, they convert salt water into fresh water. Okay, for the first time, Freddie Mercury and David Bory, by using a semi-permeable membrane, by applying the method called desalination, okay, they have converted the seawater into fresh water. Okay, so from this experiment only, many of the scientists came to know, and many of the these manufacturers came to know the importance of osmosis. Okay, so here nowadays in the preparation of mineralized water or packaged drinking water, definitely you can see one word there, RO water. What is this RO here? RO means reverse osmosis. Once again, generally the salt water means less amount of water molecules, more solute molecules. Okay, that means its concentration is very, very high. Now what happens? Generally, the process of osmosis takes place from lower to higher concentration, but here it will be reversed by using the pressure. So that what happened, from the salt water, the water molecules are taken out by leaving the salt there, so that the salt water is converted into fresh water. Clear? In such a way, the reverse osmosis process is applicable in the manufacturing or in the preparation of the mineral water or packaged drinking water. Clear? So this is a very important related to the examination, and also the process that is applied by the Freddie Mercury and David Bowie. Even at present also the government of India is also planning, okay, in order to convert the sea water into fresh water. So definitely the principle that is going to be applied here is nothing but osmosis. Clear? So that is the second one. Then if you come to the third one if you take, this is absorption of water by plants from the soil. Generally, plants absorbs water and minerals from the soil through roots. If you can observe the structure of these cells present here, okay, the root has got a number of hair-like structures. Those structures are called what? Root hairs. Okay, root hairs. Now here in the plant cell or inside the root hair cell, the concentration is high. Why the concentration is high? Once again, try to recollect that point. If the number of solvent molecules are more, its concentration is less. If the number of solvent molecules are less, its concentration is high. Generally, compared to the soil, okay, more amount of water is present in the soil compared to the plant body. If more water is there, definitely more solvent. More solvent means less concentration. Clear? That means in the soil, concentration is very less. But whereas in the plant bodies, plant cells, high concentration is present. So that what happened? The water molecules from the soil enters into the root hair cell. Okay, just imagine this is a root hair cell into which the water molecule has come. Okay, here the water is coming. So that what happened? Again, you may get a doubt. How the osmosis takes place here? We know that in each and every living cell, plasma membrane is present. So this plasma membrane can act as a semi-permeable membrane, so that the membrane which is there here will allow water molecules to enter, so that the completely cell is filled with water. Okay, now more water accumulated in this cell compared to the other cell. If you just compare concentration of these two cells, here more solvent molecule, that is water molecules, definitely it is at low concentration. But whereas this cell which doesn't have more water molecules, so that it will be at a low concentration. So that what happened? Water molecules moves into the next cell, that is neighboring cell, by a process called again osmosis. Okay, now the osmosis is going on. So that what happened? Once again, if you take another cell, here the concentration has comes down, so that more water molecule are added, so that it is low concentration. It is a high concentration. Now from here to there, like this, from one cell to another cell. Okay, the entry of water into the root hair cells and also transportation of water across various cells of the plant takes place by a process called osmosis. Okay, so in the preparation of there is mineral water, we can use the principle called osmosis. Then in the process called dialysis, we are going to use this principle called osmosis. Okay, in such a way we will use the osmosis for various purposes in our day-to-day life. Then the fourth application, if you take the fourth application, generally while you are traveling, okay, while you are traveling, definitely you may take cool drinks or salted chips, okay, or sugar rated, high concentrated or high sugar rated or high salted chips may be taken as a just for time pass we will be eating. మరి అలా తింటూ జర్నీ చేస్తుంటే టైం పాస్ అవుతుంటుంది, సో దట్ వీ ఫీల్ హ్యాపీ అండ్ వీ మే నాట్ హ్యావ్ థింక్ అబౌట్ ద బర్డన్ దట్ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ఫేస్ ఇన్ ద జర్నీ. బట్ హియర్ because of eating all these components like salted chips or high sugarated items, then cool drinks, we feel thirsty. We feel thirsty. Okay, so this feeling thirsty when we are traveling, while traveling due to consumption of water, salted chips and cool drinks. Now why do you feel thirsty? ఎందుకు దాహం వేస్తుంది మనకి? ఒక పక్క చల్లటి శీతల పానీయాలు తాగుతున్నాం, కూల్ డ్రింక్ బాగుంది, మరి హాయిగా చిప్స్ తింటున్నాం, వాట్సాప్ చూసుకుంటున్నాం, మూవీలు చూస్తున్నాం, యూట్యూబ్లో రకరకాలు చూసుకుంటున్నాం, అఫ్ కోర్స్ యూ మే బి వాచింగ్ ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసెస్ ఆల్సో. మరి ఏంటి ప్రాబ్లం ఇక్కడ అంటే something happened here. What is that? Generally the cool drinks or these salted chips are at higher concentration. In order to preserve them for a long time, more concentrated molecules are added to this. Okay, such a high concentrated compounds are entering into the alimentary canal while they are passing. Okay, just think that they have come to the for example esophagus. This is the part where the esophagus is present. Okay, it has come up to the part of the alimentary canal, that is nothing but esophagus. Now what happened? The cells present in the esophagus feel difficult. Why? Because the item what you have eaten is at higher concentration. The body cells or the cells present in the esophagus are at lower concentration. So that what happened? In order to balance that, water molecule moves from the esophagus cells into the potato chips. Okay, so ఈ పొటాటో చిప్స్లోకి ఎవరు వస్తారు? ఈ ఈసోఫాగస్ నుంచి సెల్స్లో ఉన్నటువంటి వాటర్ బయటకు వస్తుంది. సో దట్ ఇట్ ట్రైస్ టు బ్యాలెన్స్ ఇట్. కానీ బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసే సిచ్యువేషన్ దానికి ఎక్కడ ఇస్తున్నాం? ఇంకొక ప్యాకెట్ లోపలికి వేస్తున్నాం మనం. సో దట్ ద ప్రాబ్లం విల్ బి అరైజ్డ్. మరి ఈ ప్రాబ్లం ఒకటైతే ఇమ్మీడియట్లీ యూ హ్యావ్ టేకన్, ఓకే, ఫీల్ థర్స్టీ, ఇమ్మీడియట్ ఏం చేసాం మనం? వెంటనే కూల్ డ్రింక్ తాగాం. సో దట్ హై కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ మరొక లిక్విడ్ లోపలికి వచ్చింది. సో దిస్ ప్రాసెస్, దట్ ఈజ్ సెండింగ్ ఆఫ్ వాటర్ మాలిక్యూల్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ద బాడీ సెల్స్ విల్ బి కంటిన్యూడ్ ఫర్దర్. సో దట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్? we feel or it leads to dehydration, and finally our brain will suggest us to take water. Okay, so like that we may lose water because of the intake of these high salted chips and cool drinks. Since the water is coming out of the body cells, this process is called exosmosis. So what is it called? Exosmosis. This is the point you have to remember for the examination. So a person while traveling, if he is eating potato chips and drinking cool drinks, then what will happen means this happen, that is exosmosis takes place, so that person may lose more water. Okay, then person feels thirsty. Clear? So that is the important phenomena that we have to remember. Exosmosis means osmosis which takes place from the body cells to out. Okay, exosmosis, that is movement of water molecule from the body cells to outside. Clear? That is called exosmosis. So this is another application that we have to remember. Then the fifth one. So some people may tell us that we can increase the coconut water level without breaking it. కోకోనట్లో ఉన్నటువంటి వాటర్ లెవెల్ని నేను ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తాను, నేను దాన్ని ఏమి బ్రేక్ చేయను, అసలు దానికి ఏం హోల్ పెట్టడం కానీ ఏం చేయను, దానిలో ఏం పొయ్యను, కానీ కోకోనట్ వాటర్ లెవెల్స్ని ఏం చేస్తాను? ఇంక్రీజ్ చేస్తానని మ్యాజిక్స్ చేస్తుంటారు. Do you know? The principle behind this magic is nothing but osmosis. How? How means here, they may put this coconut water in a liquid whose concentration is very less. అంటే కోకోనట్ కంటే లో కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ లిక్విడ్లో ఏం చేస్తారు, ఆ కోకోనట్ను ప్లేస్ చేస్తారు. అప్పుడేమవుతుంది, వీ నో దట్ కోకోనట్ అనేది ప్లాంట్ అంటే సెల్ వాల్ ఉంది, సెల్ వాల్తో పాటు ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రెయిన్ ఉంది. దట్ మీన్స్ ప్లాస్మా మెంబ్రెయిన్ కెన్ యాక్ట్ యాజ్ ఎ సెమీ పర్మియబుల్ మెంబ్రెయిన్ అండ్ సెల్ వాల్ అనేది పర్మియబుల్, అన్నిటిని లోపలికి రమ్మంటుంది. ఓకే, సో దట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ ఫ్రమ్ ద లోయర్ కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్, అంటే మనం ఇచ్చినటువంటి లిక్విడ్ దేనిలోనైతే పెట్టామో అక్కడ నుంచి ఏమవుతుంది, వాటర్ స్లోగా కోకోనట్లోకి వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. సో దట్ వాట్ హ్యాపెండ్ ద కోకోనట్ వాటర్ లెవెల్ విల్ బీ ఇంక్రీజ్డ్. ఓకే, హియర్ వీఆర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ టు బ్రేక్ ఇట్, వీఆర్ నాట్ మేకింగ్ ఎనీ హోల్స్ టు దట్. ఓకే, సింపుల్ ప్రాసెస్, క్లియర్? దట్స్ వై ఓన్లీ డ్యూరింగ్ వింటర్ సీజన్, okay, the coconut water level will be more in the coconut, but whereas during summer the water quantity will be less, not quality, quantity will be less. Clear? So that's happening, that is in the fifth application, that is increasing water level in the coconut without breaking it. Clear? Next, the next application is the sixth one. If you take if we keep marine water fish in the fresh water, okay, what happens? ఒక మెరైన్ వాటర్లో ఉన్నటువంటి ఫిష్ని ఏం చేసాం, ఫ్రెష్ వాటర్లోకి తీసుకొచ్చి ప్లేస్ చేసాం. అప్పుడు ఏమవుతుంది యాజ్ యూజువల్గా ఫిష్ మామూలుగా కండిషన్స్ బాగున్నప్పుడు అనేక రకాల విన్యాసాలు చేసుకుంటూ అనేక ఆసనాలు వేసుకుంటూ హ్యాపీగా స్విమ్ చేసుకుంటూ సర్వైవ్ అవుతుంది. కానీ ఇక్కడ ఒకే ఒక ఆసనానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. ఏంటి ఆ ఆసనం? దట్ ఆసన ఈజ్ నథింగ్ బట్ శవాసనం. ఓకే, మరి ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ ఫిష్కు ఆ ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది? వన్స్ అగైన్ హియర్ ద ప్రిన్సిపల్ దట్ ఈస్ అప్లికబుల్ ఈజ్ ఆస్మోసిస్. ఓకే, ఇఫ్ యూ టేక్ హియర్ the marine water fish was kept in the fresh water. Marine water fish was kept in the fresh water. What happened? Marine water fish means high concentrated fish. Fresh water means low concentration. Then what happened? From the fresh water body, the water molecules moves into marine fish. So more and more water is coming into the body of the fish so that it cannot regulate the water levels. It cannot send out that water. So finally it leads to the death of the fish when a marine water fish is kept in the fresh water. Okay, once again here the principle that is applicable, that is the process takes place from lower to higher, that is freshwater body into the fish body. That's why this process is called endosmosis. What is it called? Endosmosis. Endo means inside, it takes place osmosis, that is movement of molecule from outside to into the body. Okay, so that process only called as what? Endosmosis. Endosmosis. In such a way it leads to the death of the fish. Now just reverse it. Freshwater fish is kept in marine water. What happened? Once again the same asana, no change in the asana here. Okay, so what happened? The fresh water means low concentration, the marine water means high concentration. So that what happened? Lower to higher, that is exosmosis takes place, and that leads to the death of the fish. That's why we should not place the fresh water into marine or marine water into fresh. Okay, but there are certain fishes which will be traveling from marine water to fresh water and fresh water to marine water. But what are they doing, or whatever the fishes they are following this, they may have some adaptations, they may have certain changes. Okay, so about those changes, that everything we will discuss in other class. Okay, so here just remember the process which is involved here is nothing but exosmosis, that is fresh water to marine death. And if a marine water fish is kept in the fresh water, that is because of endosmosis, it leads to the death of the fish. Okay, So this is another condition that we have to remember related to the osmosis. Clear? Then the seventh condition or seventh application, if you take, generally when we enter into the swimming pool, or if you are swimming in the ocean or sea water or marine water, you will get tired, and at the same time if you just observe your fingers, okay, they gets folded, ముడతలు పడినట్లుగా తయారైపోతాయి. మరి ఎందుకు ఇక్కడ ఫింగర్స్ అలా ముడతలు పడుతున్నాయి? వై ద హ్యాపెనింగ్? ఎందుకంటే మనం వాటర్లో స్విమ్ చేస్తున్నాం. మరి వాటర్లో స్విమ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ ప్రాబ్లం ఎందుకు క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది? జనరల్లీ ఇన్ ద స్విమ్మింగ్ పూల్ హై కాన్సన్ట్రేటెడ్ వాటర్ విల్ బి కెప్ట్. You know, in the sea water, high salt level, that is low water, so that what happened, already high concentration. Now you have gone into the high concentrated liquid, then what happened? From our body, because our body cells are have got plasma membrane, so that we may lose water, more and more water, while you are swimming in that particular place. Clear? Here again exosmosis takes place, so that dehydration occurs. Because of the loss of water, the cells present in the fingers, especially even in the foot also, you can observe that. Foot fingers and these hand fingers, you could find this condition. Okay, they get folded. After some time, when we have rehydrated, that is when we have got the sufficient quantity of water, they come to normal position. Okay, so these are all the applications that we have to remember related to the examination. Okay, if you just refer the previous question papers, number of questions were asked based on the concept called osmosis and its daily life concerns. Okay, so this is about the overall applications that are related to the examination. So thank you for watching, and I wish you all the best.